Good Friday morning to you. Rev here this morning. It is Good Friday, and I hope you're safe and well and blessed this morning. I want to remind you about the North Mac Community Ministerial Association service tonight. It's a Community Good Friday service. It will be at the Christian Church in Girard, and it will be put on by the First Baptist Church of Verdon. It will be at 7 o'clock. So I hope tonight those of you who live in this area, in the North Mac area, are able to make the Good Friday service this morning or tonight. And then on Sunday morning, we have a sunrise service. It will be at 7 a.m. and we're hoping to have it at the park. If weather doesn't permit, we'll move it to the First Christian Church here in Girard. But it will be at 7 a.m. So start making plans to be at those services. We hope to see you there. This morning, I want to share with you a devotion that was actually written by Reverend Todd Laddig. And so I hope that you enjoy this, and I appreciate you joining with me here this morning. The first part of this is kind of written again in it's a skit kind of thing where Mary Magdalene is speaking. So the first part of this, you'll know that this is Mary Magdalene talking. I can't believe that this has happened. Where's my friend, O Lord, that I may once again laugh with him? Where's my teacher, that I may again learn from him? Where's my king, that I may lay down my palm branches in praise before him again? Hope eternal seems to have finally died. Early this morning, the chief priests sent Jesus to Pilate, who tried Jesus as a traitor. He put on a dog and pony show, a mock trial, feeding off the crowd. He patronized them, and he got them to give him the verdict that he would have come to anyway. Jesus was flogged, beaten, mocked, and spit on, and crucified. They made his broken body carry the crossbeam up to Golgotha. What a terrible, terrible day. He looked so disfigured, so bruised and bloodied. His flesh was torn and there was blood everywhere. They even put a crown of thorns on his head, calling out in mockery, "Hail to the King of the Jews." And when they got him here to Golgotha, they laid his body down and drove nails into his hands and his feet and raised him up on that cross. And I'll never be able to erase the shrieking sounds of horrid pain and agony that came out of his mouth. Wait a second. I believe he's trying to speak. He's having a hard time, but he's trying to speak. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Even now, he's still forgiving. How can he forgive them for what they've done? Even in the face of senseless evil, he's showing the grace that he always talked about. Listen. My God, why have you forsaken me? It is finished. Into your hands I commit my spirit. Oh, dear God. I think he's died. His head just dropped to his chest. His body is slouched and lifeless. Oh, my Lord, how could you have abandoned your servant in this time of need? Couldn't you have done something, anything, to bring life back to your son? Why are you so silent in this hour of need? Why are you hidden behind the dark veil of clouds that ominously loom over us? You have seen, O Lord. Do not be silent. O Lord, do not be far from me. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the pain and the suffering that Jesus felt in these last hours on earth? Can you imagine the feeling of abandonment, of hopelessness and loss? Can you put yourself in the shoes of Mary Magdalene, who stood at the cross and watched her teacher, who numbered her equally among his disciples, slowly suffocate and succumb to the brutality that was mercilessly inflicted upon him? Can you put yourself in the shoes of his mother, who was left to do the one thing that every parent hopes will never pass, to bury her son? We all have moments in this world where life just seems to deal blows that are far too much for us to handle. We've all had our share of darkness, and doubts, and despair. We've all tasted the bitter flavor of Sheol in one way or another. We've all found ourselves staring down into the pit, wondering if there's any hope of escape. Let not your heart be troubled, for there is hope. The story doesn't end with Sheol, the grave. The story doesn't end in death. Jesus, just as Jesus was resurrected from the dead, so too are we resurrected. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to wait to die to share in that resurrection. You can experience the new life that God has waiting for you right here, right now. You can inherit the kingdom of God in this life as well as in the next. All you have to do is surrender yourself to God and breathe in the hope, the healing, and the wholeness that comes in knowing that you are not alone. Die to the despair and hopelessness that this world has to offer. Die to the inner trappings of the minutiae that we find ourselves caught up in, and take a long, deep breath. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Breathe in the life that God is offering you, and carry that life and the good news to those who are in need among you. This shirt that I'm wearing this morning, I know it's backwards, but the word is tetelestai, and it means that it is finished. Jesus finished his work here on earth, and now it's up to you and me to carry this message to everyone. May we be bold and courageous and unashamed witnesses for Jesus in this dark world. I'm Pastor Mark, and I love you guys. Be safe, be well, be blessed. Go do something for Jesus.